hi guys, welcome back to another vlog. Not sure weekly or not, we'll see how we go. But yeah, so what am I working on? So I'm working on the rat commission, so that's going to be like one of the last ones for the year. So almost finished, just got a little bit more to do. So I've sewn these two arms on, and I'm gonna be doing the legs next, and then obviously the tail. The tail I'm gonna be doing out of, I showed it in my last vlog, but it's like a fabric, kind of like a fake suede fabric. So I'm gonna do that. Hopefully I can get a lot of that done today, and see how we go. So luckily the legs are only small, so they won't take too long to sew up. And yeah, then hopefully I can get them sent out, and yeah, so little rat got so far. And then the two bats, flying foxes, I've done one. They are also like a mini sort of commission, because the customer wanted different colors, so I suggested that I can change the colors on some of the ones that I have. So the white one I turned into an albino version, so that one's done. I just had to change the color of the feet and like the nose area and the eyes, so quickly done. Wasn't a big job. The next one is they wanted like the traditional color flying fox, so I'm gonna remove the purple galaxy color and do the rust colored neck and the black body. So I'll just have to do a little bit of sewing, and then those two can go home as well. So I'm gonna try and get majority of that done in the next day or two, see what happens. But I want to get this rat done first, and then concentrate on the, what do you call it, flying foxes. So anyway, I'm going to start sewing some little rat stuff. Welcome back to the end of the vlog. Just give you a little update on what I actually did. So I tried kind of really, not hard, but I put a lot of work into the last sort of commissions that I have on for the rest of this year. So I managed to send the tiger out, like I think I said before. So that one's done. I did a bit of work on the rat commission, almost finished. I just need to give it a good old trim, and then just clean up a couple of little things. But I can show you what I've done with the rat. It's a bit fluffy at the moment because it needs a trim. I was just waiting for it to all dry. But we've got this so far. So obviously I've applied the faux fur to the head. So I'm going to give that a trim, and obviously the body needs a bit of a trim. The customer said that the rat has sort of wavy-ish hair, so I'm going to leave this a little bit longer, and then I'll send the customer some pictures and see if they want it shortened a little bit. So it's easier to trim it than trim it too much, I guess. So I'll probably trim the leg areas. Obviously they need a bit of a trim, and yeah, we'll see how that goes. And what else? Yeah, little ears need to show. Oh, the tail, that's what I was going to talk about. So the tail is made from that like the fake suede type material, and it's got a ball and socket armature inside so it can move around. But I added a little bit of brown colouring. I think it was I forgot what colouring it is, I don't have it here, but it's a little bit of brown colouring. And I did it in a way where if you look at like rat tails, they've got like a stripy texture that goes like horizontally across the tail. So I did that with a brush, but there'll be a video on me making this doll anyway coming up, so just keep an eye out for that. So yeah, almost finished, but I'll give it a good old trim, and then do like the little finishing off bits and pieces, and let the customer know, send some pictures, see what they think, if they want to change anything, and then I can take some photos and send her off to the customer. That'll be like the last sort of big commission for this year, I think. Even though it's like a little commission, it takes a lot less. It took a lot less because it's a smaller doll than the big ones, but yeah, so that is the rat. And then the other two were the flying foxes that I had to sort of change a little bit, which I've got one done and the other one's like 70% done. So we have this white one, which was initially just a white flying fox, but the customer wanted an albino version, so I changed the eyes. It looks really angry in the thing, doesn't it? I changed the eyes to albino version. Obviously the color of the nose and also the feet I changed to the albino version as well. So that is done, and that's ready to go. And the next one was the customer wanted a like a regular colored flying fox, which is not quite finished yet. So I'm sort of working on the eyes. I need to do the pupils and the gloss. They were blue, like a really dark blue originally, so I'll have to finish that off. I've got 3 more sides to sew. I've sewn one side, so which is this bit here. I've sewn this bit here, and then yeah, the other 3 sides to go. So yeah, a little bit of sewing to do. These ones take a little bit longer to sew just because there's a lot of hand sewing going on. And yeah, so we've got the flying foxes ready to finish the sewing. So I'm going to concentrate on the sewing for this week. Obviously I want to get the rat finished as well, but yeah, I'm going to concentrate on the sewing and see how that goes. Hopefully I can get it all done this week and then send them off. But yeah, so that's about it. What else? And then I just think I'm just going to start with the some new dolls. So I'd like to do the koala that was voted for on my Patreon. So I'd like to start working on that, and I'd like to do another resin wolf. I've had that idea in my head for a while that I want to do a blue one, but just haven't got around to doing it just yet. So I'd like to do that, and yeah, I think that's about it. Yeah, we'll leave it at that, I think. But yeah, so concentrate on the flying foxes, I think, and try and get all of this done. And yeah, so thanks for watching. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, all that stuff, and share, you know, all that mumbo jumbo. Yeah, thanks to my patrons for supporting me. I really appreciate it. Head over there. I just uploaded a new video of a commission I had a little while ago about changing it was a wolf doll that I had made a number of years ago, when I used to use the wire armatures. So the customer wanted me to swap out the wire armature for a plastic ball and socket armature. So I did a little video on how I did that, and yeah, just the process of swapping those two armatures out. So I put that up the other day, I think. Thursday, Friday, something like that. So check that out if you want to know how I did that. So I'll have a few more things going up in the coming weeks as well. And yeah, I have stock coming in as well of Sculpey. So I've got some original Sculpey blocks and some Super Sculpey blocks. So they're coming in, and I also have some fabric paints that I use. So I think I got, not these ones, but they're they're very similar to these ones. The fabric paints that I use, the textile ones. So I have a really limited supply of them coming in, and very soon. So I'll put them all in my shop, but I'll probably do another little video on some of the supplies that I'm getting in and putting in my shop. And yeah, so keep an eye out for that. And that's it. You can check me out on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Creatures of Nat, and my website, creaturenat.com, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye!